Well, hello everybody. It is I, Equestrian Narrator, and as you can see, I am a fine husky dog now. Yes, much better. Thank you. Hey folks, clearly using face rig. Can't use animes because it doesn't want to work on my work laptop for some reason, so I was reduced to using this. Yeah, because I don't like showing my face. Only a few people will see me at the conventions. Um, I want to give a quick update because I was hoping to have that first part out this weekend. However, big changes. As you know, we from the other update, looking to move, was looking for places, that whole BS situation. Was looking for a place. Long story short, found a place, Upper Mid Michigan, out in the middle of nowhere. Like go outside at night, Milky Way, 18 acres of land, a big ass field, a chunk of woods. There's a hunting cabin in the back, but I mean, it's like a dilapidated Evil Dead hunting cabin, right? It's not. You wouldn't if you were if we're the nuclear apocalypse and you run through the woods, you would definitely stay there. But it needs some TLC. It needs to be stuff pulled out, some paint, a little bit. We're actually going to make it look like a mini Evil Dead camp, or cabin, because we're weirdos like that. But this whole place, let me tell you about the place. So I wasn't. I found the place. It was had just been posted, and the one thing I found is when you find a place, you have to be Johnny on the spot because the rental market is absolutely nuts. And trying to find a rental with four dogs and two cats and all my crap, yeah, really hard. You start getting anywhere near civilization or towns, all the rentals are almost owned by some realty company, and they're charging $2,500 or more, and it's in town. Nobody wants that. Screw that. So anyway, this property popped up. Had been up for like 3 hours, and I looked at it. And I was like, look, hit that apply button, smack that apply button. Uh, I was the first to apply. Like they had like 25 other people apply, but they like me the best because I have my income and just talking to them a little bit. And basically, what it boils down to is these people bought this place for a steal. Oh my God, 18 acres of land. It's a manufactured home from built in '97, so it's a manufactured home. So it is what it is. It's something to live in until we build something else. There's an enormous pole barn with a brand new concrete floor and heating and AC and running water. So my shop's going there. So no more fighting in a two-car garage with a couple of gearheads with all their crap and equipment too. I'll finally be able to put all my tools up and actually start doing stuff on a more massive scale. I've already got. I'm going to be putting a big shop sign up, Polar Forge, and all that. But anyway, that's what really sold me. I saw it when he said this heating, wanting water, and AC, brand new concrete pad. I was like, sold. um, we're not buying it; we're renting it right now. But we very well may buy this property. They got it for a steal in 2015 at the end of the housing crisis for $52,000. Yeah, house and 18 acres of land. That also tells you how remote it is too. Internet's questionable. I'm gonna have to get a tower. I'm gonna get a tower, put up a tower or a mast and a directional antenna, but it's doable. Weird little resort town real nearby. That's just kind of, I don't know. It's weird. Little lake town. Um, but beautiful property. Absolutely fell in love with it. Brandy's gonna have, not Brandy. Dead Heart's gonna have her art studio. I'm gonna have a recording room to do all my stuff. In addition to the bedroom and living room and a full, it's a basement. It's basically a concrete, cinder block box. It's weird because there's no actual steps down to it. You have to go outside and there's sliding glass doors and you go in that way. I may actually build and put in a spiral staircase, but it's low priority concern at the moment. Um, so I found it and started talking to him. It's like, look, I'm going to come up. My plan is to after this weekend we come up. Uh, what today's Sunday was going to come up Tuesday after work, and they're like, yeah, sure. And then we did some more exchanges, and they emailed me back and said, hey, is there any chance you could come earlier? And I'm like, wow, fuck. So talked to Dead Heart. Okay, yeah, we can do it. So I ended up coming up here last Thursday. Oh yeah, that was after going to the gym and the powerlifting gym I go to, and getting married by my trainer. So yeah, we'll do a ceremony thing later, but this is all for tax and um, health insurance and all that good stuff. So yeah, we got married then left. um, and so we drove up here, went up to the property on Friday, a couple hours from my folks' place, and just fell in love with it. It needs the house needs some work, and what they're basically it is these people bought this place and um, they were living in it, but then they bought I can't remember the scenario, but they ended up moving about a couple hours north, and they started renting that. They rented it out to their daughter for a while, who wanted to do cattle, and they were trying to grow weed because weed's legal in Michigan now. And what they found out was you can't compete with the big guys. So yeah, um, I guess they had some kind of falling out. So the daughter moves out to Kentucky. Some other guy moves in, and they were going to sell it to him for like 194,000. Uh, yeah, I think it's the last time they had appraised, and that was just pre-pandemic. And then that guy's dad died, got COVID and died. His mom had Alzheimer's, and he's like, "Look, I got to go back down to Columbus, Ohio, and I got to be with my mom while this whole thing plays out." So that fell through. Then the pandemic was really spinning up at that point. So then they had this property, and what they're looking for is someone who's interested and wants to take care of it and help. Like there's a front deck that's just needs to be redone. The back deck is fine, but it doesn't leak. Hayseed's good. It's got a couple of new thises and that's. We're gonna totally deck it out though. We're gonna make it look like a hunting lodge. We've got plans because I hate the manufactured look. Because the manufactured walls inside have these seams. It's not drywall. It's like these these panels of something that have this seam connecting the two, and it just looks ugly. Um, but yeah, so we ended up coming up, saw it. I had to work over the weekend. We're heading back down tomorrow. I took tomorrow off, heading back down. And then the mad, mad, mad rush to pack and get the hell out of there as fast as possible begins because we can now we cannot wait to be out of there. We just want to fast forward time and be done with it because it's we keep talking about the potential. There's just we keep talking all the potentials, all the stuff we want to do. It's the list a mile long at this point of stuff we can and are going to do. We're going to have a huge rager on Halloween too. So if anybody's in Michigan and wants to come, or if you're nearby and whatever, let me know. It's going to be like I said, it's going to be a rager, bonfire, keg, catering probably, that whole 9 yards. um, so yeah, I'm going to try to get this first part out next week. There's not a whole lot left to do. I got to mix in some FX and I got to re-record a few of those parts where Reese Beecher was doing weird stuff, and put that out, and then record. Do it again. I'm hoping maybe I can get the next part out, but like I said, we're going to be packing the actual move date. I'm tentatively aiming for like August 20th, and then there's going to be some settling in period, and all that. There's a lot to do. Like I'm going to have to immediately put up fencing for the dogs. I could go out with a post hole digger and do all that, and some other stuff, that's high priority. But you'll have downtime, and that's the beauty of breaking this up into smaller bits. I'm not having to, in my mind, dedicate a huge chunk of time. I can sit down and do this for a couple hours at night, and then, get a product out in a reasonable amount of time, right? Um, uh, so that's it. That's why I just wanted to let you folks know what was going on. Yeah, I started all this just prior to things going frickin' nuts. So good timing. But honestly, guys, it's really it, it seems like fate stepped. I'm not a big believer in predestination or fate, but this whole thing is just working out like better than I wildly could have imagined it would have. Um, so, well, we'll see. Like I said, with that recording studio, I'm going to be able to do all kinds of stuff now. Um, so yep, that's it. I just want to let you guys know, and oh, and thank you to my patrons, especially Crazy Rat Lady. I keep fumbling that. I don't even have a $20 tier, but thank you very much. I have to think of some new tiers, and if you guys have ideas for tiers, please let me know. Deadheart suggested pins, so we're going to do some pins, a couple different hired variants based off that one, the hired grump picture. Like one's going to be like a lower end, which is just going to be her grumpy head, and the other one's going to be her in a different pose, but based off that design. Uh, One thing I was thinking of was a very like god level tier type stuff, where if some rich nutter wants to pay me not quite, I won't charge SAG level rates, but um, per hour probably be something like $250 per finished hour of audio. Like if you had some beloved fan fiction you want narrated. I'm not doing Horizons though. Don't anybody ask me to do frickin' Horizons. I'm not doing Horizons. or any other one that's been competently done, like Fall of Equestria. I need to go back. I think I'm going to go back and do Awakenings and go through that through with Respeecher as well. Once I'm caught up with No One, or well, done with Heroes, I guess. I don't even know what happens. I haven't read the last 4 chapters. I have no idea. So it's a mystery, and it's a mystery to me. You guys may have already read it and know what goes on. I don't. I have no idea what happens. So. So I think that's about it. I just wanted to, again, thanks to my patrons. Yeah, I don't have a ton. I mean, we got 5 or 6 right now, but it happens so quickly, and it's kind of humbling, because I'm just a guy doing pony stuff, and people are like giving me money to do pony stuff. Okay, well, speaking there of money, and I hate begging. I really hate begging. As you may recall, I didn't really do much of the Patreon. I kind of actually shut it down because it always felt like I hate holding my paw out, right? I don't like holding my hoof. I don't like holding my hoof out, right? I shouldn't have to. I do make a lot of money, but right now it's all flying out of my pockets at prodigious rates. This move has cost. I'm just hemorrhaging money left and right. It's ridiculous. I'm going to pull it off, but boy, it's going to hurt for a while. So with that being said, if you look down in the comments, I do have a GoFundMe. So if any of you guys want to throw a buck or two to help with this logistical nightmare, I'm not going to say no. But yeah, I mean, it's all. I tell you guys, this is very fortuitous. I think you're going to be seeing a lot more content out of me once we get moved and I get set up. It's just going to be just being out of that situation down there. The stress level is reduced quite a bit, and it's kind of one of these things where you don't realize how bad things have really gotten until you've gotten out of it and you've got more perspective. Because when you're in the thick of it, you're just kind of maintaining and ignoring, what's really going on at the base level, and yeah, and here we are. So whatever, it is what. Like I say, it'd be nice if it hadn't resulted in the destruction of a 20-year friendship, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Shit happens. This is life. Life isn't fair. Nobody's. You don't get a free pass. Bad things happen, and friendships get lost. Whatever. If that's the way they want to play it, that's okay. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Just wanted to update you while I was up. I'm still up in Michigan, obviously, and I wanted to give you guys basically the good news. Because like I said, once I can get my studio set up, man, I can rock and roll quite a lot better than I am now. I just it's almost giddy. This place is so awesome. I feel so lucky, and it's cheap. It's relatively cheap too, for as much as $13.75 a month is cheap, but for that amount of land, and we're probably going to buy it from them because they're only selling it for, it's only worth $175,000 right now. Since the housing market recovered, and in a couple of years, if I put the work I'm going to put into it, it's probably going to be worth a little bit more than that, probably about $200,000. 18 acres in the house, and we're going to do hobbit houses. That's the plan. We're going to do. That's what we want to do, is a hobbit house, or big hobbit complex. But that's years down the road at this point. Anyways, guys, I'm rambling at this point. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me after I took such a hiatus, because I didn't think I was going to come back at one point. I thought I was done, but the energy's starting to flow back, I think. So I'll be talking to you soon. Be looking. I'm going to try to get the first chapter out before Friday of next week, although it may be on the weekends, because I actually have a little bit of time to sit at the desk more on the weekends, although I'm not doing the second job thing now. I don't know if I mentioned that, just a pocket money job. That's always a summer thing, dealing with plants and being outside and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be all packing. But yeah, look for about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, lace. I'll try Friday, and the next part we'll look at probably towards the end of August, early September. And we'll go from there. We'll see. And again, thank you guys. Be seeing you all soon, I guess. And hasta la vista. Ah.